Hey, how's it going? Welcome to another episode, Moorish algorithm. I just want to talk. I just want to touch on a subject. It's been kind of bothering me for a bit. Um, Basically about Moorish nationality. I've come to realize, for Black people, there really is no other option. There really is no other option. We're gonna have to start putting some things into perspective and start analyzing some things and really analyzing them without it being wrapped in bubblegum wrappers and being all sugar coated. When Okay, let me start like this. When the Moors in the beginning of the century, around it must have been around 300 or 400 CE Christian era, the Moors had to establish a kingdom in Tunisia, in North Tunisia. Rome was on the decline. Vandals and all these other type of Germanic tribes were running all over the place, making a muck. So there was no law and order. Now, the Moors at this point still had enough sense, knowledge, and power to be an asset to Rome, but at the same time, they were a liability because Rome always wanted the Moors under their jurisdiction. And now I'm realizing fully, even though I don't agree with everything that the Moorish Science Temple stands for, I'm coming to realize it's the only other option. Because why would these Black people from early in the Christian era, remember, everybody goes around saying that racism started in 1492 when the Moors got ran out of Granada. But maybe the Moors have already, maybe there just wasn't a term for the word racist, but the Moors had been aware of what was starting to happen. Because you have to remember, there was no Europe. There was no Europe until 1492. There was no Europe. It's only a concept. So they push all the Black people out of those areas, they clean it up, they make it look white, and then they said, basically, niggas never been here. Niggas don't have nothing to do with this side of the world. Never been there. Although we've circumnavigated the world for millions of years. So I'm trying to get at here, and I'm gonna show some documentation, and we're gonna look at what was the guy's name? Procopious. He was a writer. He was a writer for the Romans. He wrote all the battles for the Romans, and we're gonna take a good look at what he had to say about the Moors. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of a background of what's going on. The year is 1535, so this is before the Islamic conquest. Romans are already calling Black people Moors. There is no, they're calling them Moors. They said the Numidians, the Libyans, the anybody that goes all the way down to Mauritania to the tip, the Numidians, everybody. They said everybody. It's just more, right? And I'm gonna show this. But listen to what Procopious said. He goes, "For there is among the Moors neither fear of God nor respect for man, for they care not for their oaths or for hostages, even though the hostages chance to be the children or brothers of their leaders, nor is peace maintained among the Moor by any other means than by fear of enemies opposing them." So basically, what they're saying there is the Moors are uncontrollable. It doesn't matter if you're their leader and something goes wrong, there's gonna be a mutiny. They'll just come and they'll grab up the kin and they'll do what they need to do. And so when why I want to say that is because it's looking like when you have a nationality, You have more sense. You have more sense. Why would they follow a leader that's leading them down to a ditch? At this time, what Procopious is talking about is the fall of Rome, and the Moors are not trusting in anybody. They're not trusting in the Roman general whose name was, let me look here. I just had it. Oh, Justinian. I should know this off the bat. Justinian the First. I'm gonna put all the links down below. Justinian the First is running around trying to get Rome back together. They needed the Moors, but they said they're unreliable. I'm gonna look at another text. Give me one sec. Yeah, so they go on to say about the Moors. Basically, neither did the Moors feel honor bound to upload agreements made with Belisarius. Once the general took ship for Constantinople, the Romans assumed treaties were made with empires, while the barbarian tribes gave oath to individuals. And you know what? The Moors are right. The Moors are right. Why would you give an allegiance to an empire? The empire could turn sour. You give your allegiance to whoever is doing right by you that day. I mean, yes, you would like to keep a long-term relationship, but I mean, if that same person changes on you, you got to do what you got to do too. And so what I'm trying to say now is looking like the reason why the Europeans never really liked the Moors, and I've seen this time and time again, the Moors, they said, used to be tricky, crafty, conniving, witty. Secrecy was a major thing for us. Secrecy. They could never penetrate Africa. Yeah, so I want you to like and subscribe. Leave any comments below if you have any questions, or if you want to, maybe we can discuss the topic. Other than that, peace.